All right, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy, The Great Rayman, back with another episode or another video. This is the sequel to a game we played previously called Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. This game is called Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. It's a sequel to it. It came out December 16th, 2021. The quick synopsis of it is a sequel to Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. Dive into a demented and bizarre world once again and help the girl become a little happier. So, recalling back to the first game, it was kind of depressing. So I'm expecting this one to be triply so. Thank you for joining me yet again. It is like, I can't sleep. It's June 16th, 1:53 a.m. My birthday's tomorrow. I'm hyped up. I'm not hyped up. I'm tired, but I can't sleep. So I was like, let's just get a video going up, man. Why not? Why not record some content? Why not get something going, big bro? So we're gonna play this. Hope you enjoy. It's the boy, The Great Rayman, and this is Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside of Bag of Milk. This game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Take care. Be mindful of that. I'm going with a different lighting for this game as well. I'm gonna record some few scary games in these next few days, like Fears of Fathom, 2 chapters of that, along with this and some others. Stay tuned. The store is closing soon. So this is the rewind of the first game. Going to the store, buying milk. Excuse me, what? Hello, can I? Won't take much time. Oh no, what did I do? Huh? What? What do I do? I done broke the game, bro. Does it need to be played on controller? Oh nah. Man. Oh, I gotta start a new game. Okay. Wait, okay, dude. We're gonna start entirely over. I don't know what's going on. Let's restart that from the beginning. English. Be careful, don't click off the screen, I guess, right? I went to go turn the volume a little bit down in OBS. That was my mistake. My bad, big bro. I guess when I clicked off the screen, it restarted the game or something. Hello, can I? It won't take much time. What do you see? Are you sure? Anyway, they got a budget for this one, okay. You ask, my toes are interlocked underneath my desk. My toes are interlocked. We don't have a foot cam just yet. Quit asking for it. Yes, Mom. Whoa. Okay. New game. Let's get it. Oh, man. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, playing it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Haha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, 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 I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on a shelf, in a store, or on a table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. What is that? What do we meet a familiar formless creature? I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling, I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. I bit my tongue, bro. Is that your... After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, burying a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Wait a second, I got something for y'all. I got something. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claws inside my arm. Not saying that. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint everywhere drop fell in my memory. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. That's kind of funny because I chugged some milk like 2 hours ago and I started feeling sick. I chugged like half a gallon of milk, bro. And I had to lay down in my bed and suffer. I had a milk baby in my belly sloshing around. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I wash my face, and now I'm standing in front of my mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I left anticipating the inevitable moment where the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams have always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. If I feel like, if I start saying this stuff is relatable, stuff is real, maybe that's a red flag for me, bro. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but that's not the type I want. It's not the type of sleep I want yet. That's not it at all. It's fake. Oops. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. Not to my mom, she'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? Huh. I feel like I'm out of focus a little bit. Hey. 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 Hey, long time no see. It hasn't been an hour, dummy. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, and exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, all right? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying, stop lying, stop lying. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, all right? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. Well, we'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I could feel a tear streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks that the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling, but then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but it doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk to the floor. I start counting in my mind, 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a squared squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. My head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something after all. I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you got to know how challenging it was for me. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyway. And why did you do that? If I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. Had to clear my throat. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear the water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. You want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. Okay, we can chill. What do you want then? Probably nothing. I just want to lie down for a bit. Fair. Fair, Silver. Fair, Silver. Thunder game tomorrow. Thunder up, baby. We need those refs on our side again. Bring in Scott Foster. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. We won't say anything. We'll just let her chill. Why stress her out? Whoa. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind. I really don't care either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts. There are fireflies now. Start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just, that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start, I can read, I promise, make me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you. Ugh. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a dang. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Nah. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes and look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. It could be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me, please? Will you help me? Please, tell me. You'll help me? Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I must have been the wind. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another when my eyes stop itching. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then here, drink some milk. No! I stand in the middle of my room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Girl, what just happened? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't, and I won't. All right then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. Oh my. Yada yada. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and then something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind up and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Do what you want. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Oh, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down after a moment and a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie! There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. Huh? She on fire? I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of the bullet. Huh? It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, I'm really gonna have to point and click this, aren't I? Why is that giving one-shot vibes? Is that a pile of bricks? Is that milk? Is that milk she's bought? Girl, stop buying milk, you're allergic. Your usual notebook page is glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, is it? Of course it's not. Shaky broken lines, ugly numbers, it's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey, let's continue searching. One firefly down. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit, not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Okay, we got these plants to check out. Computer, shelving right here. We got a book right here. The vent, AC unit, I think, a radio, fan, and the backpack. Oh, and a sleeping bag. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They don't want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slapped my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. Okay. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder it's the only thing that defends me against the thunder clouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it could do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Okay, little Miss Bossy Boss. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly nest looking straight at a giant fan, and I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Dang, we've only found one firefly so far? She listens to that new Lil Wayne. What's it called? Elephants and Peanuts? Let's turn that off. I look down my school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Senseless and cruel. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understand my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. All right. What did you like most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it. Oh, rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The other always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school youth curriculum. I also realized that some time ago, the tasks were way too easy. Then we got to the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner, went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Okay. Good. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in a nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. Is that a cockroach? I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, then flies up. There you go, boy, good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating Firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while, then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. If it doesn't matter, what matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. Check the radio, check the fan. Oh, it clears off once you check it. Good. So we got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things left. Oh, the medicine. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottle serve returns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly, hooray! After circling above my head for a couple times, it finally lands on my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. No, I'm not. You can finish searching now, but I'm not going to do that. I still want to check these last few items. I doubt it. All of the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining? Fair play, let's check your computer. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item, I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? I did, actually. As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagine. All right, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful, and here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives under... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah, fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, it gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew that. Knew what? Looks like a cipher. Do you want to crack it? I change my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions and flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. So we did find another firefly in the laptop. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that could turn into? Well, maybe you could ask your mom to buy you one? Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? And how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get close to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad, I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with my headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer, if I wait. Open your eyes. No! It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You heard a smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you do? I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of the drawings on the previous pages. No way. Everything that's in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look, look, there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up, in and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. I spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. All right. So you're gonna have one radio playing at a time. We've still got the plants, this vent, and this AC, this thing over here. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they become fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I do. I do. That's where you put your, okay, I understand it. It's not easy to get out of here. Oh, what? What? I can't click the bags of milk. That's disgusting. I know they stink. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light for mating? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they purposely want to lower their self-esteem. That's how fireflies find a mate. They flash their lights. And what are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories, but they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Why she living like this for real? What she get? Oh. I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. So we got one more place to look. Though I said that, and then I just found some like extra spots just exploring around. See right here. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage boring. There's nothing here, indeed. No self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you there. She looks so smart, like so smug. So you can check the alarm clock as an individual item up here as well. And that. It's kind of a banger though. Get that crap. Turn it off. I'm just double checking to make sure we're not missing anything. I want to be thorough in this playthrough. I'm not gonna replay it. Okay, alarm clock. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues this unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold my arms out to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4, maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with that. Countdown 5 minutes. Fine, you have a clock right in front of you though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction. Then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes in the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess, truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. She was doing that for half an hour? Oof. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. I guess. I get closer to the flower shelf, I'll sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right, let's continue searching. Why didn't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Yeah, she can't do any task. Okay, I think that's everything. Still can't click on the boxes of milk. They probably smell wild at this point, honestly, bro. And I'm assuming that she's allergic to milk. Does she forget that she's allergic to milk and is like on a loop of going to the store and buying milk and then suffering from it and having to take a shot in the hallway? Thinking of her mom as like this demonic figure with the clawed like needle. I don't know what's going on here, man. If y'all know what's going on, like, type it up, I guess. I'll analyze it after I finish the game. All right, that's it. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. You guess. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me on the other hand. I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony and breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously stepped away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone's watching me. All right, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk. And yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes! I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave until you tell me. I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. What's going on here, man? I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with them we dealt with it at the first place. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all. Of course, and always look sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? And one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess? It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here? I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them. I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. All right. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Well, relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not, and meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. I got an achievement for you won't get it, you're not even trying. Awake on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. What's going on? You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Treska. I give the brat the evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Treska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, and silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Treska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Treska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times, he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we are greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have a special staff for this. Someone who runs to change a sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living heck out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across a long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Truska lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Bro, is this what actually happened in the first game? Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets. My good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Truska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and his eyes pops. He's also shaking. Whoa. Only when we turn around the corner, Truska calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Truska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Truska pushes me away and runs off. What? Drat. At the edge of my vision, I can see the store staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Truska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey, you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Truska and I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him alone next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Truska starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a... Whoa, too. But? You heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Truska. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station where Truska finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment, and then it goes out. You know? He turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Truska's eyes. Time out. Before I start looking up the achievements and everything, the things I probably missed, here's my theory. In the first game, we just replayed the first game essentially. That's when we met Truska, that was where the first game pretty much met. When we went to go buy the original bag of milk. She just relived it through a dream. Am I to believe that? Is she related to this Truska? I guess as his mom, or is that her brother? And that he got hit while they were returning from buying milk and died, and that she's now dealing with that trauma or that grief. And it's put her in a loop now where she doesn't want to wake up the next day into a depressive state. That's just like the bare knuckle way that I'm seeing it for now. I gotta look into this. I know there's achievements I gotta see, because I only got 2 achievements, I think so. And I think there's more than that. Man. We just hit an hour or 2. Man, I gotta know the truths. I gotta know. Okay, I don't want to quit. I'm gonna pause this video and BRB. Okay, so I did a very light search. Turns out there are four endings to this game and 10 achievements. In total, we have 3 of them. So one of them is based on this question right here. So apparently this is what leads you to getting your first death, where we got strangled. And what you're supposed to say to avoid the strangling is this. This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. There's no way someone cares about you that much. Just for a couple of minutes, okay? Buckle up. I'm so sorry. Ah! My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before it, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. Ah, this. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? Ah, you know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time and replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against my pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. Did I mess up? I think I messed up, bro. No. Wow. Okay, I figured out what I did wrong. We gotta start over. BRB. Okay, I'm back. I redid everything. We're gonna go to the computer now, and we're not gonna quickly skip the topics that we need. We need to click a particular route here. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. You had amusing hobbies. Hmm? Okay, what do I need to say exactly? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I need to say you'll end up returning to that subject anyway. This is the new thing. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store, and now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. It means you are all the same, apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. Possible to count. Isn't it possible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Alright. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends died the moment I turned off my laptop. But I still wasn't even about a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means our friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. What do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's a mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some point, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls off from the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm. Okay. This is the firefly discussion again. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story, maybe. You promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Okay, we got 4 fireflies now. Let's finish searching. This is where we ask her to go back out to the balcony. I still haven't come up with a code word. You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you made it a promise. And I'll keep it, but you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I've been down and imagined falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge in them. Why not? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth and the wind whips my face. Without mercy, it slices my skin into uneven strips, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. Now they watch from me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though maybe I only decided that only. My body finally crashes to the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. That was... What? What is this lore? Okay, now we should be good for the second ending. This should be the second ending. It is. Okay, let's go. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use, I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket, and the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, the inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment, then it sheepishly backs off, so I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upward, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in the casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something about that at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stay in a endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposely avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out toward it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all of the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in the complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush toward the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us haven't grown either, which means I'm matched in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with a ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that, thanks to inertia, leaving a bloody trail behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Tears stream down my face, make the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciating long time. However, at some point, that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No, go away. I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night. And grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive and around me with sounds, and I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up, full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky with a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything. To no avail, my surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of a night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference though? The wind howls, it's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else? Does it even matter? I'm in the grass, nobody can see me. Ooh, 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 ooh. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in panic. Where is that sound coming from? I haven't said it out loud, but I got an instant reply. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. It feels like they're about to get absorbed by them, but... Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, where are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. I can't understand where should I run to and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around. Only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whisper or a wheeze. Ooh, 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 ooh. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad and the black spot is just a stone or a tree. I walk away disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree. Why the heck is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sound reaching my ears becoming even stranger, louder and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying, at least I think so. Ooh, 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 ooh. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason try to shield my face but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The ground replies with a nasty cackling rustle. Ooh, 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 ooh. I've had enough. I spring up. Silhouette is still there at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know? Why won't you do anything? This is scary. Silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds, wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by the sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. Ooh, 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 ooh. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. Ooh. No, 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 no. Ooh. No, go away. An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound, and the darkness consumes everything. Oh my God. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. Baby girl, what you going through? All right, that's ending 2. Ending 3 coming up, BRB. Okay, this should be the third ending. It is. I look down. Let's see what's happening here. Let me put my headphones back on. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I spent a couple hours of days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. Ooh, gnarly burps. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It was just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here. Without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oh, this ending is metal. What the skibbity? Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words. While I watch the scene before me unfold, hundreds of giant concrete structures, just like mine, spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but that all that makes it both exist and not. I try to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction, up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wozik's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. What are we talking about here? Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly, don't hide anything. Whoa. I decided to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in a wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. I feel like the music's just a bit too loud. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices, grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try it if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even if you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? That ending was metal. What? I want to find a good ending for you. All right, on ending 4, BRB. All right, this should be ending 4. Here we go. Everything is fine. What's happening here? Oh, another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. Okay. They're repeating the text. Yes, Mom. Oh. Oh. No, how many of these are gonna do? Oh my God. Good morning. I feel wonderful today. Can't wait for my first day at school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. That was different. All right. On the ending 5. Should be the last one. BRB. Okay. We're at the final ending, the 5th one. So apparently for this one, you're supposed to find 3 of the fireflies. I should have been talking about what the requirements were for each of the endings. So I'll do that now, though it's kind of too late for that. So for ending 1, you just play it through normally. Seems like it's just a combination of whatever. Easiest one to get. Second one, you need to not experience the first death, but you need to experience the falling death and collect 4 fireflies. This third ending, you need to collect 3 fireflies and experience none of the deaths. The 4th ending, you need to collect all the fireflies and experience none of the deaths. Now, this last one, the 5th one's unique in that it has a different objective for it. You need to collect 3 fireflies, experience no deaths, and collect the phone. So right now we've collected 3 fireflies, and there's a cell phone over here that I would have never noticed. Look at that. What's this? And I guess that's it. She picked it up. Is it the phone? All right, that's it. And I'll bring y'all back once the last ending begins. This should be it. Here we go. Hey, hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. This Freddy Fazbear's? You know, this place is so empty, though I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not there. I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think my surroundings don't change, yes, things happen in my head, but they never left its premises. And it's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. There should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good, pun not intended, and that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then, my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Should we go get a pizza? Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but I'm a part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold, it's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts. I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen here either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't feel the void. I'm a part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Whoa, what is this ending? This is not... Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty, you hear? I feel neither good nor bad. Get off the train track. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts that eclipse the world around me. Get off the train track. This space... I can hear a train. It's pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Are we not gonna get a good ending? Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to... Is this all sorrow and despair? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. But as the train gets louder, my heart's racing. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts, a whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but... What was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough, So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. No. No. Session timeout. Please reload the page. Yeah, I feel like I'm a visual novel YouTuber right now, bro. I play nothing but visual novel. I got a pimple in the middle of my back. I can feel it getting ready to pop when I squeeze like that. I'm a visual novel YouTuber right now, bruh. Like, am I gonna play any other games this summer? Because I want to play Too Fierce to Fathom. I want to play The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I want to play a game called Psycho Pomp. I want to play Slay the Princess. There's so many games I want to play that are all visual novels. Is this just visual novel summer for you, boy? I'm thinking it is. And I'm also in the impression that none of those endings really matter since none of those endings really matter since she's waking up from them anyway. They're all dreams. Now, if I were to analyze them, the one that seems to be the most, the pizza one is one I definitely gotta look that one. I'm gonna look them all up. Like, I gotta study this. The one that seems to be the most significant is the first one with Truska. There's some connection with Truska, though I guess we'll never know what that connection is. That was spooky. Man, I enjoyed that. Y'all, it's late. This video might only end up being like an hour and a half or so long, but I spent about 3 hours trying to get all those endings. It's 4:41 a.m. right now. I gotta go to sleep. I'm driving back home to Lawton to watch a Thunder game with my dad tonight. My birthday's tomorrow. It was Father's Day yesterday. My birthday's tomorrow, bro. Turning 31. It'll be fun. Well, that's milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Thank you for joining me. It's your boy, the Great Rayman, here with another video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.